Yo, this is the Clockwork Pi PicoCalc. It's a Raspberry Pi Pico based DIY kit that you build yourself. And a new update just released that totally changes what this device can do. If you just thought this was a quirky little pocket computer, you're in for a surprise. Picoware version 1.6.1 is here and it turns the PicoCalc into a total powerhouse. There's one new feature in particular that I designed to completely change how you manage your device on the go, and trust me, it's probably not what you're expecting. In this video, I'll give you a full tour of all the awesome features I packed into this update. I'll show you the new clock and calendar apps, a new screensaver, and a game-changing update that allows you to check for Picoware updates directly on the device. And for new PicoCalc users, I'll go over installing Picoware step by step. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, let's talk new apps. Here we are on the Picoware desktop screen. We'll click enter to enter the library view. Then we'll scroll down to screensavers and we will open an app called Clock, which is a simple, clean clock app. Once your time is synced on the desktop, this app pretty much makes the PicoCalc a perfect little desk clock. Now, if your time is not synced or if your device does not have Wi-Fi, it uses pretty much the starting time of when the device was first booted on as January 1st, 2021, and then it will count up the seconds from there. Okay, so this is the clock app. There's also a new calculator app. We go back, we'll go down to applications, and then from here, we just click on calculator. And we have our controls here. We can use the arrow keys to navigate. We use the return button to click on a button that we navigated to, or we can use the space button to solve. We can also use our numeric keys to type in. And then lastly, the escape key will clear what we have so far. So let's go and just hit any key and then we can look at the app. And you notice it looks kind of familiar. The goal here was to make it look sort of like the traditional iPhone or I guess iOS app. So we can either scroll to the number and click on it, or we can just type using the PicoCalc's keyboard, like 3 minus 2, and then we can either scroll and click on the equal, or we can just hit the space bar. And of course, 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, I know this app is really simple, but I've seen a ton of requests for even just a calculator app like this, so I hope this makes a lot of you excited. Okay, but for me, the most impressive feature is a new screensaver that comes from the community called Yingyang, and it's actually what you saw a few minutes ago. So from screensaver, scroll down and click on Yingyang. Now, this is by a developer named Celti, or I think they also had Deriv Era, but pretty much it's two little bouncing balls fighting to take over the screen. Now, the cool thing is the balls get faster and faster as time goes along, and the colors change too. Okay, next up is probably the single biggest quality of life improvement I've ever added to Picoware, and it is a built-in update checker. Now, you can go right into the settings app and have it check for new Picoware updates. Just click on check for updates. And if there is one available, it'll download straight to your SD card if you click enter. Now, in my opinion, this is a total game changer and something I've wanted to get in here for a long time, as it makes staying on the latest version easier than ever. Now, the whole system has also gotten a lot faster and more stable. I've bumped up the CPU speed to 210 megahertz for the RP2040 and 230 megahertz for the RP2350, so the entire UI just feels snappier. I also fixed the desktop view to automatically connect to your Wi-Fi network and sync the time. And some other important changes include moving the Wi-Fi connection stuff to its own process in a separate thread, which made it more stable. And I fixed a crash in the serial terminal app that some people were seeing, which came from using PSRAM as a frame buffer. And lastly, the App Store also got some love. It now has an option to check for app updates and the ability to see your installed apps, versions, and descriptions. So now you know exactly what app version you have, what the app does, and you can check for new updates right away. So as awesome as version 1.6.1 is, I'm not slowing down. I want to tell you a little sneak peek of what I'm working on next, and it's just as exciting. Now, one of the coolest things is the work I'm doing with LVGL, which is the Light and Versatile Graphics Library. Now, for those who don't know, LVGL is a pro-level graphics library for small embedded devices that allows for the creation of really nice, modern-looking user interfaces. I'm talking smooth animations, gradients, and other cool effects you'd expect from a high-end gadget, not a microcontroller. Now, I'm aiming for the next big release, version 1.6.2, to include LVGL support, which could mean PicoCalc apps with interfaces that look as good as a smartwatch or maybe even a smartphone. And looking a little further out, once LVGL support is integrated into version 1.6.2, my next major project will be bringing official CircuitPython support to the PicoCalc, which I'm targeting for the version 1.7.0 release. Now, for those who don't know, CircuitPython is awesome for beginners and makes hardware projects super simple. Now, while there has been a little community experimentation, including one person sharing builds that use my libraries, I'll be personally leading the development to ensure full, stable hardware integration. And I think this will make it so much easier for new people to start making apps and custom scripts, opening this thing up to a whole new wave of creators. So that's the plan. LVGL in version 1.6.2 and official CircuitPython support in Picoware version 1.7.0. Okay, so you've seen what's packed into Picoware version 1.6.1, but now let's get it onto your PicoCalc. This whole process literally just takes 2 to 3 minutes. First, a couple of things you need. Make sure your PicoCalc is charged, and you need a micro USB cable that can transfer data, not just charge. Seriously, this gets people all the time, so double check your cable. Step 1 is to download the firmware. Just go to the Picoware GitHub page and download the repository as a zip by clicking on code and just click download zip. Then unzip the folder, then click on builds, then micropython, and here you'll see different UF2 files. Now, if you have the standard Pico that came with your kit, you'll need the Picoware PicoCalc Pico variant. If you've upgraded to a Pico W, grab the one that matches. Later, we'll also need the apps folder, which contains all the newest apps and is placed on your SD card within a folder named Picoware. Okay, so step 2 is to get your PicoCalc into bootloader mode. We need to first make sure the device is all the way off by holding the power button. And then we need to turn it to the back. I like it facing like this because my computer is on the left side. From here, we're looking for a boot select button on the Raspberry Pi Pico itself. Now, this is a case from another community user named N602, which completely exposes the Pico. Now, if you have the original or the stock case, you might need a toothpick or something to be able to gently press it through the vents on the back of the case. So from here, plug the USB cable into your computer first. Then you want to press and hold the little boot select button on your Pico, and while you're holding it, plug the USB cable into the Raspberry Pi Pico itself. Now, a new drive should appear on your computer called RPI-RP2 or RP2350, depending on what kind of Pico you have. So step 3 is to flash the firmware, and this is the easiest part. Just drag and drop that UF2 file from earlier right onto that new drive that appeared. And that's literally it. The drive will disappear and your PicoCalc will eject by itself with the new firmware installed on it. Okay, step 4 is adding the apps. Plug in your SD card into your computer. Now, on the root of your SD card, you need to create a folder named Picoware if there isn't one already with a lowercase p. And all you're going to do is drag the apps folder inside of the Picoware folder. After that, just safely eject the card, pop it back into your PicoCalc, and turn it on. So if you're excited about this new update and what's coming up next for the PicoCalc, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out. I have a ton more PicoCalc development tutorials and videos that you don't want to miss out on. And now I want to hear from you. Once you get it installed, what's your favorite new update? Is it the clock app? Is it the calculator app? Is it the new Yingyang screensaver? Or is it the auto updates that you've unlocked with Picoware? I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.